Why you're not making money online. If you've been trying to make money online and it's just not working, I need you to hear this. Because the reason you're not making money is not what you think it is. It's not your effort. It's not your intelligence. And it's definitely not your potential. In fact, it might be the exact path you were told to follow that's keeping you stuck. Relatable pain. Let's be honest for a second. You didn't just randomly end up here. At some point, you made a decision. You said, I don't want to live like this forever. You didn't want to trade all your time for money. You didn't want to wake up early just to sit in traffic. You didn't want to have to ask permission to live your own life. You wanted something different. So you went online. You started searching. How to make money online. Passive income. Side hustle. And suddenly it felt like the doors opened. You saw people making money from their laptop. You saw people traveling and working from anywhere. You saw people saying, this changed my life. And you thought, why not me? So you started. You watched videos, you took notes, you maybe even bought a course. You tried affiliate links. You tried posting content. You tried figuring things out on your own. And at first you were excited, but then something happened. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And nothing changed. No real traction, no real money, no real progress. Just effort, doubt. And this is the part nobody talks about. This is where it gets quiet. You stop telling people what you're doing. You start second-guessing yourself. You start thinking, did I fall for something? Am I just wasting my time? Why does it seem to work for everyone else but not me? And slowly that excitement you had turns into frustration, then confusion, then doubt. Truth. But here's the truth. You didn't fail. You were just given the wrong blueprint, because most people online are teaching you to do something extremely difficult and pretending it's simple. They tell you just start posting content. They tell you just pick a niche. They tell you just build a business. But what they're really telling you to do is build everything from scratch. Think about that. You're expected to come up with ideas, create content, learn marketing, understand psychology, build funnels, figure out traffic, all at the same time with no system, with no structure, with no real guidance. Why it doesn't work. And here's the problem with that. Effort without structure leads to burnout. You can work hard every single day and still go nowhere, because hard work only works when it's pointed in the right direction. And most people are just spinning, trying everything, hoping something sticks, but nothing compounds, nothing builds, nothing scales, shift. Now here's where everything changes. The people who are actually making money online that are not doing more work than you. They're not smarter than you. They're just not doing everything manually. They've built systems, simple systems that take attention, guide people, and convert automatically. Even when they're not working, even when they're offline. Make it click. Let me simplify this. Right now, you're trying to push people to buy. What you should be doing is building something that pulls people in. Right now, you're chasing, guessing, and hoping. But with a system, people come to you. The message is clear. The process is repeatable. Realization, and once you see this, you can't unsee it. You realize it was never about working harder. It was about working smarter. It was about having direction, structure, and leverage. So if you're tired of guessing, trying random things, and putting in effort with no return, I put together something simple, not complicated, not overwhelming, just a clear system you can follow. Check the link in my bio, and I'll show you how people are starting from zero and finally getting traction.